welcome to Stationery by Justine. I'm Justine. I am a wife, I am a kindergarten teacher, an Etsy seller, and a crafter. And this channel is meant to inspire you to create. If you like what you see, please go ahead and like the video and subscribe for future videos. I'm also a Spellbinders influencer, so all products from them are free to me, and the opinions that I state in my videos are my own. If you are interested in what I am showing, there are links in the description below this video, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. Today I'm going to make a card using the clear stamp of the month and the coordinating dies from April 2022 called Happy Moments. This stamp set does have 12 clear stamps. So I'm just using my Misti, and actually this is my mini Misti, and stamp out my gifts. I know a lot of people have some kind of stamping pressure thing. Right now I'm just using my hand, but I am trying to have my husband make one for me. That would be fun. So maybe that will be in another video in another day. Well, today I'm going to use gold embossing powder, which I think is really pretty. I must have been in a St. Patrick's Day mood because this card ends up being gold and green, and I made it on St. Patrick's Day. So I don't know, subconsciously I must have made that happen. So I'm just going to heat emboss my image, and this is one of my favorite parts of making cards is heat embossing because I love when it gets all shiny and pretty. Next I'm going to stamp out my sentiment, and I kind of like to do embossing, stamping, and get all of that done in little steps because I don't like to have giant areas to heat emboss because I find that sometimes I can make mistakes that way and have embossing powder where I don't want it, and then the heat gun hits it and it's now on that piece of paper forever. So little by little. And I'm going to use the sentiment Happy Birthday and a little sentiment that goes with it that says enjoy your special day. And there are quite a few sentiments in this stamp set that could be used for different occasions, like just a gift, or a gift from all of us, or happy birthday from all of us. This is probably going to be one of those stamp sets that I'll pull in to use on different cards in the future just because they're very versatile sentiments, and I love the font on the happy birthday because it's pretty simple but pretty. Plus it has coordinating dies, which is always a good thing because fussy cutting can be a little tricky for me anyway. I don't know. I'm trying to get better at it. Little by little, again. Alright, I'm going to pull out the coordinating dies with my little magnetic gem. I think is really helpful because little dies tend to get lost in my craft area, especially maybe like those little bows that you can see there. Yeah. And I figured out there isn't a coordinated die for enjoy your special day, but that's fine. I'm going to use it. You'll see. Maybe if you caught it in the beginning of the card, you already saw, but anyway. All right. I'm going to pull out my green cardstock here. I just have this in quartered sheets. I just find that, like you just saw, it's just easy for me to pull out little pieces of cardstock than have giant papers. I mean, I do have some drawers of colored cardstock, but the little ones are a little handy. And I took the green, dark green there, and just ran it through with an embossing folder that I had from my stash. I don't know where it's from, I'm sorry, but you really could use any embossing folder. I know that there are embossing folders that kind of show like a array. I know that's what is part of the membership for the month, so if you wanted to do that, that would be kind of neat to have like a radiating lines from the present. That would be kind of neat, but I don't have the embossing folder from this month yet, so I'm just going with some houndstooth. And I'm going to test out some of my Copic markers here and figure out what color would look nice with the green cardstock that I have. And I ended up going with YG00 to color all of the presents. And of course I sped this up because I do not color this fast in real life. But I do enjoy coloring. I think that it can kind of quiet your mind a little, which is nice. And sometimes I'll just put color down and I won't shade, which is fine, but of course it looks better when it's shaded. So I just put down the first layer and then took YG67 and just colored all of the ribbon parts of the presents, and then decided, well, I like it, but I need shading. So I'm going to go ahead and add some shading a little bit later. And that enjoy your special day sentiment, I just let dry for a minute there before I cut into it. Here I go, shading away. I know that Copics are a little bit expensive, but if you do buy, one or two here and there, different craft stores have coupons or whatnot. Depending on the store, you can get them reasonably over time. I know I got 2 of their big sets for Christmas one year, and I think that was 2 years ago, and I've never replaced a nib yet or had to re-ink any of my Copics, but maybe that's just a sign that I need to color more. I don't know. I'm trying to use them more, especially on cards like this, just because it adds a little oomph. But you could certainly use watercolors, colored pencils, crayons even. I mean, you don't have to use expensive craft supplies to make something beautiful. So use what you got. If you want to go buy Copic markers, go for it. I know there are other alcohol markers, but I don't know. Gotta use what you got. Plus, you don't want to go bankrupt on craft supplies. Speaking of which, I'm using some Dollar Tree foam here because Dollar Tree foam does the same thing that other foams do. Newsflash. Yeah. You just saw my mistake, I'm sure. Yeah, I dropped the happy right on my card. And I had a moment where I was like, what? No. But you know what? Handmade, not Hallmark. It's gonna be fine. The glue dries clear-ish. I don't know. It's fine. And there's my finished card. I did end up making the little bows and putting those on the card, but since it was the same process, I didn't show it on video. Stamp, emboss, color, glue. So there you have it. There is my finished card. Happy birthday. Enjoy your special day. And I hope you enjoy your special day today. Thanks for watching. Bye.